Hi everybody, and welcome to the Innovation Tech Community, another episode of the Global AI Summit. Today, along with me, our expert speaker Frank Falvey from Ireland. Hi, Frank.
How you doing, Pratap?
Yeah, so you want to share all the insights of Azure and what is Azure? All the so we have you can share all the basics of Azure as well as the from the basics level to expert level as well, and you can share all the insights of AI concepts and everything. So we have to know from the Frank as well, and I would like to know ask. I would like to know from you, Frank. Please let's get started, and you can share your intro, and then you can start.
Sure, thanks very much, Partop. And listen, I'd like to thank you and all the other guys for setting up this global platform, having all those speakers attend. Thank you very much again. And
Yeah.
mention Mohammed as well. He had a good input as well. So I'm going to do what is Azure, and I'm going to do another one then on what is AI. So we'll do the Azure one first. That'll be kind of an overview on all the kind of components to Azure, like VMs, storage, services, some good stuff there. Like I won't deep down too much into them. It'll just be an overview because Azure and AI, as everybody know today, is very big. And so I'll just share my screen there, and we'll get going on the Azure bit. And if anybody has any questions, they can stick them into the chat there, and we can answer them at the end. And also today, I'll be running the Azure and AI show from 7 o'clock Irish time. We have that running every Saturday, so just to get that plug in there. 2 seconds there now. So can you see my screen there, Partop, the what is Azure and AI?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just get going with the slideshow.
Yeah, right now it's perfect.
Okay, that's great. So what is Microsoft Azure? So in this presentation, you will learn how Microsoft Azure can empower your cloud strategy and how it can benefit your business. Azure provides a wide range of cloud services, including virtual machines, backup and recovery, and cloud storage that can help you run your business smoothly and effectively. So as we go on, next one, there we go. So the slide just doesn't seem to be clicking on for some reason. 1 second now. Next. Okay. So some of the benefits of using Microsoft Azure, it's secure, it's reliable, and it's scalable. With a global network of data centers, like Microsoft has something like 140 of them all over the world. It supports a wide range of languages, tools, and frameworks, including Microsoft Pacific's and third-party software and systems. It enables hybrid cloud solutions, so you can have an on-premises or you can have everything in the cloud. It's up to you, you're not tied into anything, so that's the kind of hybrid part of it. It allows you to integrate and manage your on-premises cloud and edge environments. It provides continuous innovation, it's constantly updating, helping you to develop and deploy modern applications. So some of the features and uses of Microsoft Azure. So the next few slides will kind of give you kind of, as I say, kind of breakdown of all the different components of Azure. We won't be getting too technical, we'll just be doing an overview as we go along. So virtual machines, everybody kind of heard about virtual machines or VMs. Virtual machines which allow you to launch and run Windows and Linux virtual machines on the cloud with various configurations and sizes. All depends on what you need to run. Big projects or small projects, you might have a budget. So the next one is app services, which allows you to build, publish, manage web and mobile applications using various languages and platforms such as ASP.NET, PHP, Node.js, Java, or Python. They're just a few examples of the app services. So the next one then is Azure Web Jobs, which allow you to implement background processing tasks that can be triggered on scheduled or on demand, wherever you want. You can just program them, automate them to run whatever particular time you want, and off you go. Or they can run continuously. So that's brief on web jobs. So blobs, tables, queue services like blob and tables, they're types of storage. So blob, table, and queue services which allow you to store and access large amounts of unstructured, structured data. I'll probably cover a bit more of that in the machine learning part in a minute, of unstructured data and structured data. It also allows you kind of message data on the cloud, so you can set up text messages to be triggered, sent to people, say for maybe you could use them for an appointment system for, we'd say, beauty salon or a dentist or a doctor's appointment. So you can use that for those types of things, messaging data in the cloud. So just moving on to the next one. So Azure SQL Database, which is a fully managed relational database service that supports SQL servers and SQL features and capabilities. Like these are all separate topics, like, so I'm only just showing you that they're available on Azure. So we won't be digging down too deep in any of these topics. It's just a kind of an overview. So another database is Azure Cosmos DB, which is a globally distributed multi-modeled database service which supports various types of data types and APIs such as SQL, MongoDB, Cassandra, Gremlin, and tables. So this is another huge topic. Like, these are all big topics on their own, so I'm only just scaling over them to show you that these are available on Azure. And Cosmos DB you can dump any sorts of unstructured data in there if you want to. So that's the Cosmos DB. So the next one then is Azure Functions. This is which is a service for computing service that lets you run code without managing servers. So it's kind of serverless. They kind of, you hear people talking about it. So you use code to manage your servers or infrastructure, and you only pay for resources that you use. So whatever you spin up, you pay for when you shut them down, payment ends. So that's Azure Functions. And as I said, this as well is another big topic all on its own. So, you know, you could take a day going over the whole lot of each of these topics. So that's just an overview of Azure Functions. So then we have Azure Logic Apps, which is a cloud-based service that lets you create and orchestrate workflows and integrations using various connections and triggers. Like I was saying there about kind of like triggers or kind of automated things. When it hits a certain time, it might send a text message to somebody to say they've got their doctor's appointment or something like that. So you could use those for those types of things. So this one here then, this is, I'll just go back 1 second. Previous one. So yeah, so this is the machine learning part, and this will be actually in the other part of the AI part of this presentation. So Azure Machine Learning, it's a cloud-based service that lets you build, train, deploy machine learning models and solutions using various tools and frameworks such as Python or TensorFlow and PyTorch or Azure Machine Learning Studio. So that's some of it. So this slide here is kind of gives you a kind of breakdown where machine learning, you know, which got components of deep learning, supervised and unsupervised. So that is one big part of our artificial intelligence. So you can see the different components there to the artificial intelligence. So the next one is natural learning processes. So you can have vision systems connected to it. You can have speech, you know, like control stuff for talking and planning. So like this topic as well, as I say, like is huge. So you couldn't just go over this in a couple of minutes. I'm just doing an overview of it, and we'll just move on to the next one. So I have some more of this in the artificial intelligence part of this presentation as well. So then we have Azure Cognitive Services, which is a collection of AI services, and provides various capabilities such as the ones I talked about there: vision, speech, language, knowledge, and search. So this is a big area, and it's really part of the artificial intelligence space, where it's kind of connected into all those other services, as I showed you in the previous slide there: vision, speech, language, and all the different models. So then we move on to Azure Bot Services, which is another cloud-based service that lets you create and deploy conversational agents or bots using various channels and frameworks such as Microsoft Bot Framework. There's Q&A Maker, or Lewis is another one. So that's kind of like your chatbot sort of area that's in Azure as well. So the next one we move on to is Azure IoT, or IoT stands for Internet of Things, which is another cloud-based service that lets you connect, monitor, manage millions of IoT devices and data streams. I suppose a good example of an IoT device would be the Ring doorbell. You know, somebody rings your doorbell, the Ring doorbell, that's the cloud-based one. So you ring the doorbell, sends the message to your modem, and it sends it up to the cloud, and then you could get a message on your phone. So that's kind of an example of an Internet of Things device. There's millions of them there. Like there's another one with the bulb. You can get a smart bulb, so you can just say, I know Amazon have one there, and it says, Alexa, turn on the light. So that's another example of an IoT device. So we'll just move on to the next one. So Azure DevOps is another big one there for Azure pipelines, Azure repository, and Azure boards. So DevOps is another cloud-based service that provides a set of tools and services for agile software development, such as Azure boards. I have them up on the screen there: Azure repositories, Azure pipelines, Azure test plans, and Azure artifacts. So this is another big area, and it's first demand for people in this area in the Azure space. So as I said, this is another big topic. You could take a whole day talking about it. I'm only just kind of streaming over it to give you an overview of this is another component to Microsoft Azure. So yeah, the security is another big part in it. So Sentinel is one of the security components to Microsoft security. It's got advanced threat protection and network security groups. These are all kind of, when you set up anything in Azure, you have to set up a network security group, firewall, all these things. So they're all separate features in the Azure portal. So this is another big area. Well, I suppose it's kind of covered in the Azure fundamentals. Azure's pricing model is a pay as you go. So you only get charged for, basically, if you spin up a VM and you only use it for an hour, you just get charged for the hour, spin it back down. So it's a pay as you go model. The next part of it then is a reserved instance. So we say if you know that you're going to be using a particular VM for 3 years, if you know your business is going to constantly use this particular VM and you're not going to move away from it, you could go for a reserved instance, it's called. And Microsoft offers big incentives for people to reserve instances so that they can actually plan for the future to see how much resources they need for businesses. So a reserved instance, you could save up to 70% on a VM. So that's a very big savings. So they also got these hybrid benefits. So these are all kind of big areas as well. So I'm just kind of giving you an overview. So like hybrid benefits is like where you could, if you had a license to on-premises server or whatever, you could bring your license to the cloud as well with you. So that's very good hybrid benefits. So they've also got a big support team, and it's kind of broke down into different areas. So you've got Azure Advisor, You've got Azure Health Services, where it'll kind of run, check out your environment. If there's anything in there, could flag it up to you. And then you've got Azure Support Services. So that's kind of more or less what is Microsoft Azure part of the presentation. So the next one, like, if there are any questions, part up in the chat before I move on to the AI part.
Yeah, so we have one question, like that is not related to this one, but she's asking for the free vouchers for the Microsoft certifications. Is there any way to get those free vouchers?
Well, Microsoft run these challenges from time to time, and if it's in Microsoft Learn. If you look up for Microsoft challenges on the Microsoft community, and the challenges could be in all different areas. They could be in Azure, they could be in AI, they could be in Power Platform. They can be in all different
Yeah.
parts of the Microsoft ecosystem. And if you do the challenge on the particular thing, you get a voucher to take an exam. So the voucher is totally free. I do know that there is another, if you were a student and you were going to a registered college, you can get free certifications for Microsoft exams. I'd say that would cover that part, I think, part up. Do you know of any other areas that you could get a free voucher part up?
But it's a tricky. So yeah, even though, so whenever you said that, so when we complete any certification, I mean any challenge or anything, right? So the Microsoft is directly giving so opportunity to get a chance for the Microsoft certification as well. I think I don't know exactly how to get the free versions, but yeah. But whenever if you are working, I mean you are a student at any reputed college, you are eligible for this opportunity. So
Yeah.
I think Microsoft will give you the 50% or 100% off for this particular fundamental exams.
Yeah, I do know, if you are a full-time student, that all the Azure fundamentals and all the Microsoft fundamental exams for 365, and they're all free if you're a registered student. I do have that information on a blog post I done. So if somebody, I might repost it on the Azure and AI show later today. In about 6 hours' time, if somebody wants more information about that, I can post it on that. So for the carrying on, is there any more questions on that?
No, I didn't see any questions. Let's once finish, I think, so we get so a few more questions.
Okay, so what I'm
Yeah.
going to do is I'm going to move on to the next part of the presentation. So what is AI? We're seeing it all about us in the last year, where ChatGPT, Microsoft Designer, DALI, loads of them. It's coming at us from all sides. So just exploring artificial intelligence. So welcome to this part of the presentation on exploring artificial intelligence. Today we'll be discussing the basics of artificial intelligence, its current applications, and future potentials for AI. 1 second there now. I'll just start this one. So you can see that screen okay, Partop. Welcome to my presentation on AI and artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. So I am just so everyone knows, all these slides that I created here today, they were all actually done by Microsoft Copilot. So I just put in the buzzwords. So I just put in artificial intelligence, and it gave me this picture, which is quite cool. Like, you know, it's so every slide I had in my two presentations, they were done by AI, which is Microsoft Copilot. I just put in the two words, it gave me all the pictures, it gave me the text to go with them. So every picture you see and every text on every slide here was actually created by Microsoft Copilot, which is a good example of what AI can do for us today. So just moving on here. So what is artificial intelligence? I'm going to give definitions of AI, types of AI, and applications of AI. So I suppose you can see on the right hand side there, there's a robot, and it's being controlled by AI. So artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligent processes by machines, especially computer systems. Um, these are three types of um, narrow of weak AI, general or strong AI, or artificial superintelligence. Narrow or weak AI is designed to perform specific tasks, while general or strong AI has the ability to perform many intellectual tasks that humans can do. Artificial superintelligence refers to AI that surpasses human intelligence. AI has many practical applications, um, including speech recognition, image recognition, and natural language processing and robotics. Um, so just moving on, as I say now, this is only just a kind of a brief overview of artificial intelligence and some of the components. It's not here to kind of overwhelm everyone, because it takes a lot to learn all of these things. So this is only just a kind of a community sort of overview of what artificial intelligence is. Um, so AI in business, right? It's transforming the way business operates. Companies are using AI for marketing and sales to better understand customer behavior um, and preferences, and to deliver personalized experiences. AI is also used in automation, streamlining tasks such as data entry and report generation. In addition, AI is used for business analytics to analyze large amounts of data and identify patterns and trends in that. So, like, marketing is a huge area. Like, you can see the supermarkets there. Um, they get you to sign up. They know what you're buying. They know how often you buy it and whatever, and it kind of prepares them for the future then of what they need to stock up on, and maybe identify some products that they want to eliminate out of their thing, that only one or two customers are buying these. Maybe some of the stuff that they're disposing at the end of the week, kind of cut down on all that stuff. Yes, so that's kind of the business part of it. So the next one, like AI in healthcare, is just revolutionizing the way healthcare is improving diagnostics, drug development, radiology. AI algorithms can analyze patients' data and provide more accurate diagnosis, resulting in better treatment outcomes. In addition, AI is used in drug development to identify potential drug candidates and predict their efficiency. In radiology, AI can help to detect and diagnose conditions more accurately and quickly. So I know here in Ireland, one of their big hospitals in the capital, Dublin, they're using AI in radiology to not take over from the doctor or the radiologist from looking at the things. But what it does is they're scanning them through the AI, and the AI might actually pick up the ones that need to be treated first, so that patients would get a better outcome instead of waiting for 24 hours or 48 hours for a doctor to come along and look at some patient that might have a fractured leg or something. So that if they could see it first, that then they look at these ones, and patients would have a better outcome. So AI is doing great things in healthcare. So that's just kind of a brief overview of that section. So the next one is the learning part. So it's transforming education by enabling personalized learning experiences for students. It's adapting learning software that can adjust the pace and the difficulty of coursework based on an individual student need, So it's kind of looking at the way somebody might be learning, or identify kind of trends that a particular student might be falling down on, and it might kind of give more easier ways that they can learn. AI also uses kind of assessments, analyzing student work to provide feedback and identify areas for improvement. In addition, AI has the potential to make education more accessible through remote learning and digital education. So like Microsoft Learn has a huge platform which kind of gives you all of this kind of remote learning, so you don't have to go into somewhere or travel to somewhere. You can just log into Microsoft Learn and pick your particular area that you want to learn. And they even have tests, kind of if you want to take a practice test, they have ones inside there. So you could take a practice test on Microsoft Learn, and if you fail the test, they give you kind of feedback on areas where you need to kind of have a look at where you need to improve. And then you can go back and you can take the test the next day. I think you can take it twice in one day, and maybe the next day you can take it again. But you can take the test as many times as you want, and it'll give you feedback every time until you pinpoint the areas where you need to improve your learning. So that's kind of the learning part of the AI. So the future of AI, right? Key challenges, opportunities, ethical considerations. So like the future of AI is full of both opportunities and challenges. You've heard about them, been talked about every day. AI has the potential to revolutionize countless industries and improve our daily lives. Um, However, there's also ethical considerations to be aware of, such as bias and the potential to misuse of AI, like hackers and things like that. Um, as AI continues to evolve, it'll be important to address these challenges to make sure that AI is used ethically and responsibly. And I think the EU here at the moment where I'm located, they're looking at to um, put up kind of rules and regulations of what you can use AI for and what you cannot. And I think they're going to have people employed fully to monitor this going forward. So that's kind of a good part of it. So that's kind of the future of AI. Um, so this is another part of that same future of AI is promising. AI will contribute to be integrated into our daily lives. AI will create new job opportunities. It'll also cause displacement in certain jobs. So we can all kind of see it there. Last year, where Hollywood, all the people that were writing scripts for television shows and movies, they were all um, afraid that the AI was going to take over their jobs. So, those kind of areas you're going to see kind of stuff in the future where we're going to get displacement of certain types of jobs. Um, so it's going to create new jobs as well, because if AI kind of somebody writes up something on, we say, for a medical journal or wherever like that, somebody still has to read over it and they have to approve it. So you're not going to get rid of all people, with AI. So don't panic, it's it. Um, so the challenge of AI is some of it there. I spoke about the ethical considerations of AI. They're complex and they need to be addressed. That's why the European Union has put together this organization, as I was saying, to look into all the different areas, ensuring AI is used in a good way and not harm. Like, as I was saying, like we have ethical hackers and then you have bad actors. Then, they're kind of using the artificial intelligence to kind of attack, you know, websites or people's domains and things like that. So they're looking to address concerns of bias and discrimination of AI. So it's ensuring AI is transparent and accountable. So that's the EU are putting together this organization, as I was saying. So I'm happy to see that part of it. Um, one second now. So here is another. I just touched on it there earlier, right? The future of entertainment, right? AI will make media more personalized. So you could have your music that you like, and you could set it so you only hear all, if you're into country and western, it'll just filter all that type of music. Or if you like Dolly Parton, maybe they just give you Dolly Parton. So it's going to personalize stuff. AI content will become more common. We're going to see more of it popping up and stuff like chatbots and websites and things like that. AI is going to revolutionize the video game design. So AI can write code a lot better than some developers. So it's going to help to streamline all that kind of stuff. AI is going to improve movies and TV show recommendations. So if you go into what we'd say on Prime TV or Netflix or one of those Discovery, and you start looking at particular shows, AI is going to kind of say, okay, Frank likes that sort of stuff, so we're going to push kind of more of that stuff up to the top to him. So that's going to kind of improve your experience. So that's kind of where the future of the entertainment industry is going to go. So the future of work, AI is going to transform the world of work. Touched on it before there. Some jobs will be replaced by AI, but new jobs will also be created. AI will change the way we work, making jobs more efficient and productive. And the use of AI will also lead to more flexible and remote working arrangements. Um, Overall, AI will change the way we think about work and our relationships with technology. So you can see there on the slideshow, some of the jobs will be replaced by AI, but also new jobs will be created by AI. AI will change the way we work. So, we're kind of seeing it already. Um, so AI will improve the workplace efficiency. So lots of areas for AI. The future of education, kind of touched on it there again earlier. Like all these slides were actually designed, and the AI put up all these texts for me as well, which is taking the work out of designing PowerPoint presentations. So I done a few there last week or the week before. I had the opportunity. I like to thank Dan Ray for giving me the opportunity. He gave me the access to Microsoft 365 with Copilot, and you can use the Copilot in Word. So you can go into Word and you can turn on Copilot, and you could write a sentence, and the Copilot would write more for you, write a whole paragraph on the sentence you type in. So that's pretty cool in that part. So if you wanted to write up stuff for education, you can use Copilot in Word. And the other part of it has Excel. So you can go into Microsoft Excel, and if you had Copilot, you can get it to give you insights into your data set in your Excel sheet. So it can give you graphs and, kind of pull out stuff that you wouldn't see by looking at all the numbers and whatever. So it can see insights and trends in the data. What the other part of it then is Outlook. So the Copilot can look at your emails, and you can get it to summarize your emails, or you can, if you wanted to reply to a particular email, Copilot could look at your email and you could start to write a reply, and Copilot could expand on your particular email reply. So that's the Outlook part of it. And then this part here is, I was blown away by it. The PowerPoint part of Copilot, where I said, typed in, create a PowerPoint presentation on what is AI, and it gave me 6 slides, and it kind of taught me all the different components like the machine learning, and it gave me 6 slides, I think, initially, and then I asked it, can you give me 10 more slides? And then it rehashed the whole slides, and it gave me this presentation, which I just gave to you there. So it's going to revolutionize lots of areas. So that's the end of that presentation there, Pratap.
Yeah. Also, I really enjoyed that session. So you cover all the AI content in the Azure as well.
Yeah.
In the Copilot, Power Platform, everything.
Yes. So
And that was really nice.
yeah, it's like the two separate areas are huge areas. Like Azure is just huge. I've been kind of in the Azure space since 2016, so about eight years, and it's just lots of stuff to learn there, you know.
Yeah.
And like as I was saying there, Dan Ray gave me the opportunity to use the Microsoft Copilot in 365.
Yeah.
And
So that was
I was amazed. I'll just show you one other slide there, that I was on the Copilot, and I just typed in on Copilot for PowerPoint, make me a PowerPoint presentation on water conservation. So I'll just see, can I find that one there now? 2 seconds there now. I'll just share my screen there again. I was just trying to find, I've done a lot of slideshows on it. Because I think we have a few more minutes left to bring it up to the hour. I'm just going to share my screen again, because I've done a few tests with Copilot. Can you see my screen there? Welcome to Copilot.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so I just typed in on the thing, make me a PowerPoint presentation on Copilot, and this is what it gave me. Like, it done all the, if you see on the left, the slides, what is Copilot, AI powered digital assistant. I won't go through the whole lot of them. So it gives you the benefits of Copilot. Like, Copilot is Microsoft AI for 365. So these slides and the pictures, so examples of Copilot in action: it automates schedule, quick email replies, PowerPoint, design assistant. So you just go down to security and privacy. It gave me all these slides. I didn't have to put in any text. I just asked it, what is Copilot, you know? So it complies with Microsoft security standards and that. So that was that, and this is kind of a look when you log into it. 1 second there now, I'll just sign back in here. And you can see I was doing a demonstration on it, and I had loads of PowerPoint presentations, as you can see there. What is Microsoft Azure? I'm just trying to find one. I've done one with the water one. I'll just see, can I find that? Because it was a wow feature at the start. So that was that one. Maybe try this one. Yeah, so this one here, I put in 2 words, right? And the 2 words for the PowerPoint presentation was water conservation. And it gave me all these slides, right? So I'm just going to play this slideshow, because the first slide, look at it, it's got water movement, water drops. It's just incredible. So this is done by Microsoft Copilot in Microsoft Office 365. Isn't it a great first slide for your presentation on water conservation? And as I go on, then look, it gave me these pictures, told me all about the water conservation, you know, different things, activities, and the scarcity of water. It went on to tell me what are the benefits of water conservation, how to save money on utility bills. I'm only just going through this one briefly. It just tells you different types of water conservation methods, like fixing leaks and things. So look, it even tells you about agriculture, water conservation, agriculture. It gave me every picture, every text in this slide, like water conservation in the industry, you know. So this is all part of AI, you know. So the conclusion, everyone's responsibility. Small changes can make big difference. So it's just to give you an idea, like, you know, what AI can actually do. This whole slideshow was put together by AI with 2 words, and the 2 words were water conservation. So it's just incredible. So give a conclusion, water conservation is everybody's responsibility. So this is really kind of responsible AI. It kind of, you know, told us the good parts of, you know, what we can do with water conservation with, you know, AI. So part up, that's my presentation on Microsoft
Yeah.
Azure and AI.
Yes. And so we have some questions like, give me some benefits. Yeah. She asking me questions like, give me some benefits of AI in the marketing. How can we use this AI in the marketing studies?
In marketing, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's been used already in marketing. I see a vision system, you know, where AI uses vision.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in some big stores in America, they actually have cameras on the shelf, right? So
Hmm.
they want to see where people's eye movements are looking at shelves. So like if you have a product on the bottom shelf and it's not selling, the cameras won't detect. So if you had a shelf with 6 products, you've got a camera on each row, they can analyze all the different cameras, and they know that people are not looking down at the bottom shelf, you know. So they, so
Yeah.
they, we say in different businesses are selling to the supermarkets, right? So supermarkets can charge that business to have their product up on the one that the camera picks up. People are looking at this shelf more often than they are looking at the top shelf or the bottom shelf. So that's kind of where AI is in the marketing space now, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And like I touched on it previously, that a lot of supermarkets here in my country, they kind of get you to sign up to these card things. Do you have those in India?
Yeah,
Whereas,
not right now. So,
yeah, so
so
there's,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I had in few of the cities and main city metropolitan cities, we have this opportunity to do that.
yeah. So they call them loyalty cards or rewards. So you get points, and every time you buy your groceries, and then when you get maybe 1,000 points, they you might get a voucher pop up on. They have apps on. You can have an app for the shopping center. So when you go into the
Mm,
shopping center, if you buy 50 €50, you could get
yeah,
€10 up because all the points you generated. That's kind of a marketing thing. So they can use that information then to see what people are buying, on different times of the year, like maybe Christmas, people might buy more biscuits and they might buy more sweets and stuff like that. So that's kind of the marketing space for AI is huge in that way, from generating insights out of all these big data sets. So you can imagine if there's 5,000 people goes to one supermarket in one day, that's a big data set, and they can
yeah,
generate a lot of insights out of that data. And they can see, like, if there's 5 different people that sell milk to the supermarket, they can see 4,000 is buying this one, or 1,000 is buying this one. That other one is not. They might have
yeah.
to adjust. They might have to adjust the price on that particular one to get it to sell. So there's lots of different things they can leverage.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So thanks again, Pertap, for giving me the opportunity to speak on your
Yeah,
global
yeah.
AI show.
Yes, yes. And thank you so much, guys, those who put the comments on this particular session as well. And so we have one more session with Dan Ray. So probably it will start at 3 to 4 minutes. So thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you again, Pertap. Thank you. Bye
Yeah.
bye. Bye bye.
Humans.